Kitchen. Hopefully, welcome back. We are prepping a few things. So, it's Super Sunday, meaning we are getting ready to prep some stuffs. If you hear the faux shizzle sizzle on the stove, we are currently browning 36 ounces of ground beef and a pound of Italian sausage because I want some pastors this week, and I'll show you how I do the sauce, or at least let you know the ingredients for that because I'm using an old jar. I'll add some garlic. I might as well tell you now, right? We're diving right in. Garlic. I'll add some heavy cream. I always add lots of cheese and like a onion. Okay. I would love to have sloppy joes this week, and we have this recipe. So let me come close into the light so you can see it. So this is our taste buds. We're using the Kansas City barbecue rub. What I want to tell you about this is it has rice in it, and I don't eat rice because I had a bad experience as a child that I'm going to spare you the details of, so you don't have like any thoughts about it when you eat rice. But we're not going to make it this way. I want like real sloppy joes, so we're not doing rice and we're not putting them in peppers because I'm not the biggest bell pepper fan. We are going to make our sauciness though. So we're cooking the ground beef. This calls for a pound, so we'll use a poundish cooked, and we'll add all this stuff probably to another skillet or move it. And then I want to tell you, because it's Sunday, that we're going to have Tune In Tuesday soon, but I like to prep things Sunday, Monday for the week to make my week easier. Now, I always season my ground beef with garlic and onion. If you have garlic powder, it'll work. If you have onion powder, that works too. I use 3 onion and our garlic rub, and sometimes garlic and herb if I might be out of one or the other. And guess what? I don't have all that I wanted of this. I ran out of the garlic rub, and I didn't feel like hunting and pecking for the rest of it. Now, I'm going to pour this in here in a minute when I start mixing chopping, and I will probably be out of camera view for just a second. And then we'll mix up our stuff, and we're going to get our onion cut up. So, let me go check it and show you the skillets I'm using for both of these. And what I'm doing first is taking this off our flame. This is our pound of Italian sausage. This is our angled turner. Currently, if you're watching in the month of August 2024, this is on sale. Instead of 16, it's like 12 and some change. 12.80 maybe. I'm looking at the bottom, make sure I ain't burning nothing. If you will, brown your stuffs like that, and then use your mix and chop. I hear that it does better. You hear this faux shizzle sizzle. Here's our ground beef. We're doing the same thing, but it's 36 ounces. Now, if you see, I have our handle protectors here for each side. I do not leave this one on here while it's going because that heat will come around the pan and still make it kind of warm. So I usually just grab it when I'm going to use it. I need to probably check the bottom of that one and see if I need to start my mix and chopper in. We're going to flip it and reverse it right here. That one's getting pretty brown. Okay, let me turn my burner down so we don't burn the stuff while we're talking. This is also really good for the lid handles because they're metal as well. So if you want to grab that, this is great for it. Okay, we be done with that. We're going to grab our chef knife. You could also use, I think it's called the Santoku, I don't know, don't get me lying. I'm holding it the wrong way. Okay, there's this one. I store everything with the guards, y'all. We have a tomato knife. I also like to use a quick slice on the tomatoes. I think I'm not going to cut this tomato up right now because I was telling you about Tune In Tuesday. I'm feeling like instead of tacoing the meat up, or maybe I'll taco some of it up, I really want to make a cornbread bake. This one calls for chili-ish seasonings. So I got my Tex-Mex out, y'all, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it because this is calling for, it feels like Cincinnati chili vibes with coffee and cocoa. Where's the cinnamon? Huh. Anyway, I've had Cincinnati chili from it's a Food Network show recipe, and it was super good. You do not taste the cocoa. It's not as weird as it sounds. But tune in Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Pampered Chef, where they go live on a Zoom. And you can see, and they're using the new Brilliance 9x13. This recipe, if I make it, y'all, I'm probably going to change it up because I change up everything. But in my heart of hearts, this sounds so good. I love a tamale pie or a cornbread bake. I might like cornbread a lot. I also like our corn dog skillet that has cornbread with it as well. And I'll show you this. They're going to feature these particular items. So if you have any or you want to see how to use them, they are right here. The adjustable graters on sale. Our silicone slotted spoon, which is much like that one. Not like it, but the cost of it's, instead of 16, I believe it's 12 something. The silicone scoop and serve, so think heavy lasagna, maybe like a pasta bake I'm making. I don't have that. I need to get it. We have a microwave cooking bundle, which is your egg cooker. One of the microwave, 2-quart micro cooker, which I use all the time, a ceramic egg cooker, and then a microwave popcorn maker is in that bundle. August only. And then we have the introductory price on our 6-piece Brilliance non-stick metal bakeware, where you get a sheet pan and a rack. You get that 9x13 and 8x8, and both of those have lids. I'm using that 5-quart skillet. The other little skillet that had our Italian sausage in it is a 10-inch. And then the other ones are normal products that you'd use. Of course, the cheese grater is also on sale this month. To be entered into giveaways, you'll want to register for Tune In Tuesday, I believe by 3 p.m. on Tuesday. You can just go to the Pampered Chef website, click on live events. I believe if you can't find it, let me know, and I am happy to send you a link so that you can tune in, because I would love for my peeps, meaning you, to win something from Pampered Chef. And also, in addition to, I do monthly giveaways as well, which just means we have a word for our lives. So if you'll message me that word in whatever month you catch this, whether it is on the live stream or the replay, I would love for you to be entered into my monthly giveaway. If you want to be entered into even more giveaways than my monthly one, make sure you tune in on Tuesdays. I might cry, y'all. Forgot to grab myself a napkin. Tune in Tuesdays, or comment, like, and share some reels and posts on my Facebook page or the White House Food page. Either one works. If you're in a private group for a Pampered Chef party, those aren't really seen because it is a private group. Now, we're going to quickly chop some of this up in our food chopper and try not to cry. I say in it. I think I'm going to do it on the cutting board. But first, I need to go mix and chop these real quick and add my seasoning. And when I say mix and chop, it is the microphone for the kitchen when you dance around and do stuff. Just make sure you don't have raw meat in there, because that might be gross. Okay, we're mixing, chopping. I'm coming right back, y'all. I just want to make sure the insides of our meat gets cooked. So the reason I'm trying to brown the outside a little bit more before I start my mix and chopper-ins is so that I don't have as much of the meat stick to the insides of our chopper. And from what I understand, it chops a little bit easier. So let me bang it once. I'll show you real quick, but I won't sing with it. We have a little bit of meat in that cracky and a little bit of meat in that cracky, and that's way better than if you just start digging in with it being all raw meat in your skillet. And I'm going to cross-contaminate. I'm just kidding. I'm going to use this angled turner on the whatchamacallit, what is it? Italian sausage. Now, I like sweet Italian sausage. Still over here, y'all. I'm going to leave my mix and chop in the ground beef. I'm going to flip it. No, I'm not. I'm just going to start cutting it off with this real quick. It's easy. The inside of this is, I believe, a stainless steel. So it's pretty durable and strong, but yet thin enough that you can pick up some stuff like fried eggs. Although we do have an egg spatula as well. I'm just going to halfway chop this up real quick and come right back and show you these onions. And then I'll let y'all go so you can start your prep work, hopefully for the week, to make your weeknights go easier and faster. And hopefully you have a plan for what's for dinner. If you don't, message me and I can tell you what we're going to be cooking. I touched raw meat. We gotta wash it off, and then we will get to our onions. Onion, onion, onions. Okay. Let's see if we can do 2 of these. Can we do 2? We'll do 1. Now, it's loud, and I apologize for that. We got it. Shreds. Can we scooch it with this? Let's scooch. Okay. So, you just, if you're mad, take your anger out on the onion. Also, saving my eyeballs, y'all. I might need to get the great big one for this. And when I say a great big one, I mean, it's not as fine. I mean the cutting board, y'all. The grooved cutting board. Not that I would use the grooviness, but now I'm gonna brown this in a skillet that's not currently with meat in it because I'm not trying to steam any of the meat. 2 turntables and a microphone. Oops, we got stuck and that was loud. Okay. You get the gist of it. Wow, that didn't do anything. It's hard. Okay, aggressions. There we go. We'll do some more of that. I'm going to start crying here in a minute. Yay, I remembered I do have a napkin over here. We're going to turn it around because it got put there last night and not used. I'm crying because of the onion, not because I'm upset. Although it upsets me, the onions. Woo! That's crazy. I'm going to go put this seasoning right here in our ground beef because I always season it no matter what. And then the moisture goes into this cup instead of the seasoning so you don't have everything get rock hard in there. We got to get this junk right here away from my face, yo. And then I'm going to get our Scooby snacks. Not really, we don't have Scooby snacks, but I need some because I think they're graham crackers. Okay, I'm a squirrel. We're gonna get our sauciness measured out, and I'm gonna continue to try not to cry. And I was a bad cook show host and forgot to take this off before we got started. I'm gonna wipe my eyes again because we're fixing to have loads of tears. These onions are strong. I should have stuck it in the fridge. I've heard that's a trick. I don't know if it's a trick. I've also heard the whole wet napkin bite. I've tried that. It didn't work for me. Maybe my napkin wasn't wet enough. Woo! Ooh. Okay, so this 3/4 cup is close to the top. Now, I get no sugar added tomato ketchups. Yes, no sugar added. It's upside down. You can't have too much ketchup, y'all. Now, we're getting ready to add some sugar with our brown sugarness. Here we go. I'm going to pop that in the fridge here in a minute. I'm trying to stay away from the onions. Woo! It's chili sauce or ketchup. Remember, I'm not spicy, although I do like the flavor of like a chili seasoning. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can't just not do that. Now, it doesn't say packed. It doesn't say not packed. Scoop. This is a 2 tablespoon scoop. Here we go. And I might have got a little out. It'll be okay. And on my fingers. XOXO container to get the airs out. And it's the one with the brown sugar thing. We do have brown sugar keepers too that you can probably stick one right in the bottom. Okay, what's next? Worcestershires. How do you say Worcestershires? I need to see where the Kansas City rub goes. We're about to run over this cup. Measurement. Oh, look, that's all the Worcestershires we have, unless we have a backup bottle. It'll be okay. Oh, yeah, look at that. Not much more. Okay, so let's read this real quick. Heat our skillet. Blobbity, blobbity, blob. 1 tablespoon of rub goes all up in here. Do I have one already open? Ooh, yes. Might be able to give one of these away. Sorry, my alarm went off. Stop. And my phone's over there, even though we don't use it to record with. Okay, tablespoon of this and a little bit of that and a tablespoon of this and that. We have a tablespoon on the other side of our cami rose. All right. Let us, tablespoon. Look at, we're gonna have an overflowing situation. And I'm gonna mix this into a pound of our ground beef. And we are gonna be all ready for the Sloppy Joe goodness this week. And don't get me lying on what side we're going to have that. I don't know. This might be an opportunity to, maybe tomorrow we prep French onion dip, because I love to have me some chips and French onion dip, because our French onion, oh, so good. So if you find yourself in a party or a fundraiser, or you just need a good dip mix to have on hand, the French onion dip is good. And if you don't believe me, I have 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, shut the door. Where's 4? Here's 4. I'm not kidding. All these are French onion because I don't want to be without. So there you have it. Now you know my addictions. No, just kidding, sort of. French onion is really good, and if you want higher protein, I would French onion, what is that? I would French onion with Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, or like a half and half mixture to get it a little more protein for you. Okay, I'm going to let you go for real now, because I'm going to finish chopping those and crying, not in front of y'all, and go give the meats a big mix and stir. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. If you have any questions, or you need anything, or you need a link to tune in Tuesday, I'll try to remind you tomorrow, because that's what I try to do on Mondays. But just fair warning, I wanted to let you know, because I want you in my giveaways and Pampered Chef giveaways, because I love for everyone to get the stuffs. Okay. Message me the word sloppy to be entered into this month's giveaway, my giveaway. And I think that's it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry, should have told you sloppy sooner, and I will catch y'all